Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Flacco's Ravens going up against Ryan's Falcons.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. A few moments ago, it was Desmond Trufant of the Falcons making their way out of the tunnel to the delight of this sold-out crowd as his guys get set to do battle with Joe Flacco and the Baltimore Ravens. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. First carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Let's go. That's how we do, D. That's how we do. They don't want none. They don't want none of this.
On second down, Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They go play action here on first down. Finds a seam inside the 40. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he is taken down deep in Baltimore territory. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. 43 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Taylor Gabriel from 10 yards out. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey. Four down.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Setting up to throw, Flacco. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now Collins. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Second down, Flacco now. Got him in. It's Brashad Perriman. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Vic Beasley from his outside linebacker spot. He gets him down here for a loss of 4. Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
I better raise my voice a little bit here because one thing we can already tell, even in the first year in the league with this new stadium, it's going to get loud in this place.
Yeah, the old place was loud, but I think we're getting a sense that this place is going to be louder.
Yeah, they're riding that momentum of that 2016 team that finished their year in the Super Bowl.
A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Hey, let's go. 11, 63.
Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession. To throw on 2nd down. Ryan swings it out to the flat for Freeman. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right on the 30-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Hey, let's go.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And he's got his man on the out route. And down inside the 15 he goes. 16 yards there, 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another 1st down. It's a give to Freeman running right. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers. There's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
So no problems there with that one as they're able to put 3 up on the board.
Yeah, it's pretty much a winless night. There's only a very light breeze, so it's a perfect night for kickers. And like you say, no problems with that one.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, You know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
And unsuccessful there trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up third down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Third down, Flacco from the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Running right, this is Freeman. And some room to work. The 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 43 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. 1st and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. And Watson has it right side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. 1st and 10 here for Flacco. That is caught at the 7. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On 1st down, Flacco escaping the pressure. Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose, and the Falcons grab it. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point. And our score stays right where it is. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field and to come away with nothing.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Courtney Upshaw in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Adrian Claiborne in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Flacco and the Ravens now, after the sack, need something good here on 3rd and long. Flacco from the gun. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk. Unsuccessfully, I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Getting it out left side to Sanu. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The Falcons averaged 34 points a game last year, tops in the NFL with that powerful offense. And they're already looking for more here as they've got it 1st and 10. Another big hitter there, this one good for 18. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
To pass, Flacco. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And this one is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Second down now after the incompletion. Flacco. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Operating out of the gun, Flacco. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. They do snap it. Flacco now. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 2-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On second down, Collins. And he is knocked down from the side. Right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Passing play, Flacco. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Operating off play action, Flacco. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.